ticking in my ears, no. Is it near the end? Fade out till I disappear, no. 'Cause look the other way, on me, you face to face. Words, they float away when I'm losing the race. 'Cause I can't play this game. 'Cause I'm still afraid the things you say. Hiding numbers to my days. What if you doubt yourself? Things will never be the same. You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening. It's so fun and games until it doesn't toss me out. I'll hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade out. Hop up in the window. Yeah. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, watch me levitate. Try to paint me like a no-name, so sorry, but we're not the same. No, we're not the same. Boo-hoo, poor you, please forgive me, 'cause I don't feel any pity. I'm fed up with lies, you wanted my demise, now you're watching me rise. Up in the window, smaller and smaller you fade out. Up in the window, yeah. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate.
Hello, ladies and gents. How we doing? Welcome in all. Trying to find my water. Where have I left it, chat? Got Gillen's streamer in the background as well. I'm a mess. Hang on.
Watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, watch me levitate.
All right, found it. Oh, I left it downstairs. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Oh my god, I'm out of breath from running down the stairs. That's a sign of my fitness levels. What's up, Zero? What's up, TK, Mr. Tonky Kong? Who we got in chat right now? Wow, wow, wow. What's up, Beaster? What's up, Steven? What's up, Wilco? What's up, Nitro Pete? Late at Checo. How we doing? How we doing? What's up? What's up? Guys, got a big update drop today. I know a couple have been live with it already. But yeah, we're going to be showcasing the new handling update today, which I'm looking forward to getting into. I want to run everything. I want to run, like, race conditions. I want to check the tyres. For me, tyres overheat a lot on the old ones, so there's a lot I want to check today. Yeah, obviously, if there's anything you guys want to see, fire it at me. So, the first thing I should do is being given permission that I can download. It's really annoying. My monitor's messed up and all of my text has gone really big. So, like, I can see less chat at the moment. Everything's really oversized. Bear with me. I've been given permission that I can share the exact changes that have landed. Let me just find this screenshot. I'm going to put the screenshot up on the screen to show you guys. Where is it? Here it is. Save image. Right. Okay, so let's show this to you guys. Okay. Right. Let's get rid of Discord. Right, let's try this. So if I put the image up on the screen. So guys, the changes we've got today are what you're about to see. So supposedly, what we're about to play is this right here. These are the changes implemented to this build. This is a work in progress, by the way. We do have to caveat that, so it's a big thank you to EA for letting me stream this to you guys and talk about it. And this is genuinely my first impressions, guys. I have not played this yet. Like this version I got today, and I've been at work, so I've had no time to jump on. So this is going to be my first impressions with you guys. We can check it together, and we can have a look at things like tyres and whatever. So run through this in case you can't see. Fixed tyre model response to rapidly changing slip angle/ratio. My God, I can't read. Adjusted slip curves for post-peak fall-off, low sensitivity and camber effects to work with a slip response fix. Tyre thermal model adjustments for higher temperature behavior. ABS traction control and gamepad controls tuned to suit the new tyre model. Improved power unit balance in 7th and 8th gear. Gear ratios matched to 2024 race data. Revised suspension kinematics to reflect 2024 car designs. Performance of several teams adjusted to fit results and changes seen in the 2024 season, up to and including Monaco. ERS bug fix for the MG UK torque and new calibration of hot lap mode energy use at all tracks. So that last one's quite cool, because hopefully that means that the weird hot lap thing with how it just doesn't utilize ERS, or it wasn't before, hopefully that's fixed now. We can try that. We'll test that. But yeah, the main kind of point to focus on is handling, right? I appreciate that is the big point at the moment, the thing that people are unhappy with F1 24, because I do believe that as a platform, F1 24 is a solid game of revised tracks, new driver career, like new features, but without the right handling model, it's difficult to get behind it, right? Because it's not going to be enjoyable for anyone. So we're going to test that today, and I've also got a couple thoughts as well from a couple of esports drivers I asked earlier on today on what their thoughts were too. So welcome in, everyone. I know there's a lot of people in chat, a lot of questions going on. I hope you guys are doing well. Golf, thank you so much for the 23-month resub. I see you there, mate. Better grip, F1 24 handling after the update. Wait, better grip. Wait, better grip, F124 handling after the update, or Mia on that planet in the background. Is that 3 options? I'm confused. Hope the AI going light speed down the straights and out of corners is in this patch, or hopefully these fixes dissolve that issue if these are the problems causing AI to seem so rapid. Yeah, we'll see. I think I spoke about that recently, that it's going to be interesting to see whether, whether the AI is as a result of the handling being scuffed, or they're just not tuned properly. The AI would have been adjusted for this. The AI is not the focus for this particular stream, though, because as I said, guys, this is not the final update. The update's not far away. We know when it is roughly, but we can't confirm it yet. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see when the final thing drops for AI. But of course, I will do some AI driving today naturally just to test the tyres. So things like temperatures and stuff, whatever, we'll be looking at. And I mean, we can also have a look at how the AI is behaving, I suppose, while we're doing that too. Are we able to see this list anyway? No, this is sent privately and permission to share that with you guys. So that is directly from EA. Those are the changes implemented into this handling build. Now, I appreciate there's some positivity, and I appreciate there's some negativity. My purpose today is to jump on and try and give my own unbiased, true first impressions. I'm not going to get everything right, the same as, well, to be honest, nobody's going to get everything right. Otherwise, we'd have all the answers, and we could make it a perfect game straight away, couldn't we? But yeah, we're gonna find out what the handling's like and see how fun it is to drive. I'm expecting a bit more understeer, and I'm just hoping a bit of unpredictability under things like low speed is going to be resolved. Yeah, I already know that the full lock thing is gone, because I was confirming that to you guys before. Because to be clear, I played the new handling, or a different build of the handling that was a work in progress, like, I want to say it was like a week ago or something like that. And I told you guys that. We were able to share that we've played it and we've tested it and it is an improvement. This version is obviously new today, so I don't know if there's going to be a difference or not. Game post update or Mia taking out that plant? Well, I mean, I'd rather Mia doesn't take out the plant, so I'd go with the game post update. But yeah, welcome in everyone. Welcome in Mason as well. Hope you're doing well, mate. What's up, Marsbro? What's up, Golf? What's up, Randy? What's up, Sal? How we doing? How we doing? What's up, Ish? What's up, Zemaine Soda? What's up, Pete, mate? Can you handle us too? Beautiful. Only you, mate. What's up, Adrian? I'm just scrolling, making sure I've not missed any kind of major questions. I'm doing well though, thanks guys. I'm chilling. I've had a bit of a stressful day at work, so I've been a little bit all over the place. I really wish I could have gone live with this earlier, because we did get our hands on this build earlier today. I saw a tweet saying that some interesting stuff that goes about. It's around 1 p.m.-ish today that we managed to get our hands on it. So yeah. Everyone was on Alex's ass earlier. Yeah, Alex didn't do himself any favors, because he was like saying F124 saved and like, I think, well, I mean, this is his opinion at the end of the day, but from my view, definitely exaggerated what is essentially just like an improvement on the handling, or supposed to be an improvement on the handling. Because I really enjoy, guys, I will say this, and this is my genuine opinion. Like, I'm going to be honest throughout. Low fuel, the car feels dog. I really don't enjoy it. However, the race that we did at Monaco on full race fuel, I actually enjoyed it. There's no doubt in low speed there were issues, and it's got too much grip. Sure, fine, but to actually drive in that Creator Series Monaco Grand Prix, whether rightly or wrongly, it felt fun to drive. I enjoyed it. So, as much as like I do want to see handling changes, we need changes, of course, and that's what's being worked on. I will also say that I don't think it's, I think there's exaggerations on both sides personally. Yeah. So I hope that with tweaks to come in, in coming weeks, that we'll be in a good place. But we'll wait and see. Is it going to be better than F122? That's my question. That is my question. Alex is never rocking Alex's head. Well, yeah. Look, we're not here to talk about Alex. We're just because you guys mentioned that, yeah, he was getting some stick. But I did see his tweet earlier, which was, yeah, definitely going in for it. Perez 2-year deal. Thoughts? I think this means Max is leaving. You reckon Max is leaving because Perez has signed a 2-year deal? You reckon? Don't know, but Red Bull's no longer as dominant as they were, well, at least in the last couple of races. We'll see. We'll see this weekend in Canada. Sneaky says, "Wait, new handling's out, or you just get it early?" You see it. So myself and a few others, esports drivers including, yeah, I say a few others, few other creators and basically esports drivers have got their hands on it. So yeah, able to kind of test it in the background, and we do have permission to stream it and to kind of give first impressions to you guys. The update is not far away, so yeah, it makes sense kind of with timing with them letting us share some stuff with you guys. GB, my precious baby king Pookie Bear, you are my everything. Oh, thanks, Dacky. Appreciate it, mate. Same. It's a romantic response. I think Max is staying and would have left if he had a teammate that would have challenged him. You guys reckon Max will leave Red Bull? Yeah. I mean, look, if they're not a championship winning... Max needs a championship winning car, for sure. Like, he deserves to be in the fastest car, so... I don't know. Maybe there's stuff going on behind the scenes that Red Bull's not going to be the fastest car soon, in which case I could see it. But why would he leave now? So, guys, to stress, I know there's going to be a lot of questions throughout the stream. In fact, maybe I'll pin a message in Twitch, but the handling update is not out. I have access to it, fortunately, via EA, and it's a big thank you to them for allowing me to share my first impressions and show some gameplay to you guys. But you guys, the update's not live yet for public. This is a private build. So, handling update is not live yet. GB has been given access to show first impressions by EA. Lovely. Bosh, there you go. Pin that on Twitch. John says, is the handling better? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. So if you missed it, guys, I will bring it up again. The changes, the list of changes that that's in this build and that should be coming. Again, work in progress. So maybe they make a few more tweaks to this. I don't know. On your screen right there, we've already talked through it and ran through it. So I won't bore you guys with it again. But if you want to screenshot it, go for it. Apologies for the browser just chilling in the background. In fact, probably just get rid of that. Did EA see the clips from our community Monaco race with all the bugs? I don't know, but I'll be honest, guys. Bugs are the least of our concern right now. I know that we would love to have no bugs in the game, but the most important thing is handling. Genuinely. We need to get handling right. If handling is right and the game feels good, then, you know, vice versa. If all the bugs were fixed and the game stability-wise would be perfect, if the handling was scuffed, then... Still wouldn't be fun with it. What wheel rotation will you be using on the update? I'm going to keep the same. I'm going to try and keep the same. And what I want to do is I want to go and take the same setup and do... There are a few tracks that I did do some laps of time trials at, Austria, for example. And I want to drive those tracks that I feel like I somewhat know fairly well with the old handling. That's the plan today. Otherwise, it's just driving all tracks, all conditions, and... I do want to do like some you know, maybe we'll do like 5-lap races versus AI or something, because I want to look at tyres. Previously on the old handling, tyres were overheating far too easily, like far too easily, like to the point where if you started softs in a 100% race, from anything that I've seen, even at max tyre pressures, you were overheating. Yeah, I've yet to see a track where that isn't the case. So I want to test little things like that. I think Silverstone would be a good one for that. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's jump into it. I'm going to go straight to time trials, I think, to begin with. Hopefully all my settings and everything are still the same. Gonna hop in the Aston, of course. So let's do Austria to start with. I think my time was around a mid-3, so I want to load that exact same setup. Are you using normal 360? Well, the normal now is 400. The normal in the game is 400, so I'm running lower. I'm on 360, yes. I will double check. I'll show you my settings now, but yes, I believe I am on 360. Oh, what am I doing? It's on vibration force feedback. 360, there you go. Oh, that's a point. This is way too high. My wheelbase is on 25 Newton meters, guys. Right? Mathematicians in chat, 80% of 25 Newton meters? Yeah. There's no way I'm running on that. There is no way I'm running 20 Newton meters of force feedback. But something weird happened before Creator Series. Like, I want to say it was like end of last week. And my force feedback just got really weak. I don't know what it was. So I'm going to hope... I'm going to try and see if it's changed. I'm also going to open the software and check it there as well. Give me 1 second. Let's make sure we activate the settings. That's my F123. We don't want that. Okay, there we go. By the way, if anyone in chat is on Simicube, you can actually use my settings. I have saved them. I've saved them as a public profile, I believe. Right. I put it on... Wait, no. I think before was it 30? I think it was 30 before. Like, before it scuffed. Try 20 Newton meters on the facility rigs. Why, Owen? What possessed you to try that, mate? Jesus Christ. Bro's trying to pretend to be Simon Vigang. That's insane. Yeah. That's a crazy amount of force. 200 rotation. Nacho, are you running low? Oh, wait. Oh, it's actually new leaderboards. Sick. Well, Yano's time there is quicker than my freaking time on the old one. Times should be slower. So my experience with a different build of this was like, you know, 6, 7 tenths, something like that, off of my previous time. But of course, it's going to vary massively per track anyway. Not very good gauge to just say how much time it is slower per lap. When are you putting the new Fanatec gear? I'm actually glad you asked that. Fanatec, the absolute legends, are sending over 2 quick releases. The QR2. And what that means is this beautiful wheel here and the one behind me, the 2 Cube Controls wheels, are going to be able to be hooked up to the new Fanatec base and used on stream. As soon as they arrive, guys, which should be this week, so towards the end of the week, Thursday-ish, something like that, I might do a build stream. I don't know. I should have everything needed to just build it and make it work. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet because it might be a bit janky if I do a build stream. But maybe you guys like janky. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But very soon. Very soon. I think I loaded Yano's setup, right? Let's try this. Wait, is it me or... Where's my wheel? Oh. Very good, that's a good start. I think my wheel off? Got a giant red box on my screen. Alright. There we go. Is it me, guys, or is my game audio quite quiet? God, force feedback there. Well, my force feedback feels different. Can confirm though that issue is the issue with my force feedback worked, so I'm glad I turned it down. 30 feels strong. That's 7.5. Yeah, curbs are still nuts. There's no change in curbs, but at least it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, okay. I wish I could use my old setup. That'd be a perfect test. I didn't realise I wouldn't get the setup there. At the moment, it feels like a lot more oversteer, but just need to get warmed up. You handling broken, you saw it here first, folks. They're swapping back from Simicube? Yeah, I will be. I'll be selling my Simicube base. Yeah, I'm really trying to plant the throttle and getting more wheel spin. But again, I don't know whether that's because of this setup that I'm using. Okay, lockups are... Lockups feel way easier. They feel more likely to happen. Can I just double check my settings? Because it is possible that something might have changed. Make sure nothing has. No. Okay, cool. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, gotta be gentle on the steering. Steering definitely feels different. I don't know whether I'm being too harsh on the wheel or... Yeah, that's why I'm trying Austria Nitro. Is I know that like Sector 2 is crazy. Some of the corners you could do flat. Also penultimate corner as well, which is definitely still flat. Don't know whether that's third gear or not. It feels like it is. Carrying more speed. Okay, got planted there. Oh my god. The rear feels very different. Yeah, that's one issue we had with the previous build as well, was that it just wasn't like transferring the weight properly. It just felt weird the way it would just snap. What are your times before the patch? 3.5 was something I did a while ago, but I don't think times are necessarily the best gauge because I'm now using a completely different setup. So the setup that I used to do my 3.5 was something that I made. Like 3.5 isn't quick. Oh my god, yeah, the rear is... It feels a lot more unstable. It feels a bit more... Oh my god. Yeah, it's strange behaviour on the rear of the car. Looks front end heavy. Yeah. At the moment, it's hard to say with only a few laps, but the rear behaviour feels strange. I'd like to take it to a different circuit with more lower speed corners to test low speeds as well. Oh my, okay. You definitely can't just, you know, pin the car into the corner like you could on the last one. I wish I could play them side by side, almost like change to the other build right now and just show you the difference there. There's definitely a big difference on that corner, 100%, because before I would just chuck the steering in and the car would just stick. It'll be fine. So I suppose that's positive that we can't just be chucking the car in and it sticks like that. It feels very strange on the rear. I don't know whether that's just me also adjusting to the for the new changes. I do, like I said, I got feedback from a couple of esports drivers I spoke to and got their opinions, but I'm just trying to be as unbiased as possible and try and make my own feelings and an assessment of it as well. Because if I'm spinning more and making more mistakes, in theory that's a good thing. As long as it's not F122. Yeah, for me, even before the update, it's better than 22. It might be unpopular, but I hated F122. I really did. Hated that game. The handling, the traction was so bad. This is probably more unrealistic, but... yeah, this is 7th gear. I'm going to try and throw it into some of the corners. That penultimate one, I'm going to try and just full lock it and see what happens. I'll try full lock at the end of this lap. Are you resting the handling more now, or did... I don't know what you mean by that. Right, we're going to full lock this in a second and see what it does. I'm going to be as aggressive as I can on the throttle. Definitely gain time there. Keep it in 5th. Well, that was comfortable. Still loads of front end. Let's just go full lock into here. Okay, so... the car still behaves weirdly. But I'm glad that you can't gain time from that. Clearly, that was not quicker. Steering does feel very differently. Like coming straight off of the old build and going onto this fresh, I think you guys are going to struggle a little bit with the steering at first. Has the handling improved? So far, it does feel like an improvement, but it also still just... it just still feels weird. Like, just the way the car's behaving mid-apex, the way it's trying to transfer its weight, it still feels like it's got too much grip. I say that in the spin. Yes. Is it more precise on the input or something? I'll try different wheel rotations. I'll try 400. This is new handling. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright, let's turn up to 400. Yeah, we're going to try lots today, guys. I'm not just going to sit here doing time trials around one circuit. We're just going to try and find out the basics, and then we're going to try a few different circuits, different conditions. Where's my force feedback gone? Okay, it's come back. Jeez, that was slow. Yeah, different tracks, different conditions, and then I want to do... I want to test the tyres as well, because for me, in race conditions, the tyres are quite big. They overheat very easily on the old build, so I want to test that. Janica, mate, get out of here. Dude, have you played? Let us know your thoughts as well, man, if you have. Are you even allowed to stream this? Yes, of course. I always want to bring you guys early access stuff when I can, but at the same time, I'm always respectful to EA and or whoever gives me the content. And of course, we always ask. We were given this early today and given permission to share first impressions. I'm just purposely just flooring it everywhere just to see. Did like 5 to 6 laps, and I closed the game. What's your thoughts, mate? What do you reckon? Do you think it's an improvement? I do think it's an improvement. It still feels weird to drive. I really didn't like the old handling model on low fuel as well, chat. I know I'm not saying it's perfect on high fuel, but I did enjoy the Crate Series race on 100% distance. I found that enjoyable. Even though it's, yeah, even though the issues. I think the issues on this game are more noticeable and obvious in these low fuel, fastest trim conditions. Game of the year, in my opinion. Oh, amazing, mate. Thank you. I'll use that as a direct quote. For anyone that disagrees, I'll tell them Shanika Clay said Game of the Year. I've upped my wheel rotation to 400. You can see I'm not turning the wheel enough 362 there. Just trying to, like... It feels so different. I don't know. It might just be the setup because I've not used this. I want to try a different track because it just felt weird. Let's try a better Silverstone. She's Silverstone. She's really twitchy at lowest steering angle. Glad they've sorted the overturning BS. So the consensus is the handling in 24 is rubbish. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, word for word, exactly. We've got plenty of time with this, so I'm gonna try lots of different stuff. You can see the guys that have already been on testing it. Okay, cool. Let's try this then. I think Silverstone times before were around a mid-25. For me, I mean. Oh my god. Yeah, Bale's going to be interested to test that now. Front's gone here? Nope. Definitely feels different. Lower speed. Still looks way too fast and way too much grip. Yeah, I would agree there's too much grip still. Yeah, I'm fighting the car a lot at the moment. Are the S-curves still full throttle? We'll find out. Oh. Yeah. That was the best cops you've ever seen. It feels so different on... Like, is it just sensitivity? Is that what you mean, Shanika? Like when I'm not putting too much wheel input like that? I don't know if that's what you mean. If that to me at the moment, I've not had many laps with it, but... Well, I keep spinning. It just feels so different. Oh, whatever. We'll just go from there. Guys, just because I've just jumped... Look, put yourself in my shoes. I've not, like, been, you know, sweating away in the background, preparing myself for the stream or anything like that. I've literally just been like, right, I want to give my genuine first impressions, so... You guys will be the same. When it's something that's completely different... Like you were day one with this game initially. Do you struggle with it? It takes time. I'm not gonna call it incredible or shit just from some spins and time trials. Front end is still very responsive. I need to just get off the throttle there and see what it's like with no throttle rotation. How are the F2 cars? Sorry, mate. That should have been the first thing I tested. Right, let's try and do Cox, Maggots and Beckett's properly this time. I'm going to try and be as gentle as I can on the wheel input. I just feel it's so sensitive. Yeah, I've been so delicate on the wheel. I just feel around the 30-40 degree mark, it's snappy. Mid-high speed. Okay, that's literally what I'm finding there then. Yeah, that's quite a lot different. Let's do a few laps here. You stay off those bumps, it costs you time. Okay, that was a big look up. Casually getting 3/10. Is Hockenheim any good? Can we test it? You guys want to see Hockenheim? Chat, press 1 if you want to see Hockenheim, and we'll do it. Right, I see a 1. Who's got F1 2019? We'll play it. Oh my god, bro. It's so... It's this initial part of cops. Like, that amount of wheel input here. Oh, forgot. My freaking wheel input, buttons, I changed them over. Yeah, it's like round here. It gets... It's like I lose the rear or something. I can feel like a movement in the feedback of where the car's not happy with that. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I do feel like it's very snappy. Maggots and Beckett's kind of shows that. I think this is quite a good track actually to test this. I'd quite like to do Silverstone with some AI and test the tyre temps because, again, in the old build, the left side tyres would take an absolute pounding for tyre wear and for heat as well. Get off the bumps this time. Maybe a higher steering wheel rotation is better now than I don't know. I mean, straight off the bat, it feels more comfortable than 360. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jeno, but the takeaway lesson just has to be like from now on, whoever you want to get involved with early access stuff, just do it early and do it behind closed doors. Esports drivers preferred, of course, but just get it in early, you know, because this stuff could have been clarified and swept up earlier. Bro, like how much wheel input have I put in then? So I've gone from here. So you can see how much I'm not smooth on the wheel at all. And then when I transfer the weight and turn right, the car's gone. Let's try again. Maggots and Beckett seems like a good test. Well, that was better. New handling isn't great. Then it just feels very different on the steering at the moment. So I'm trying to figure it out. I haven't played it before going live. I'm doing it with you guys, so we're finding out. Too early braking there. Someone said, let's reduce grip and nobody knows. No, it doesn't feel like it's reduced grip. It doesn't. That's not it at all. Grip feels too much, if anything. Because look at the front end and the way it's turning. It's better because obviously on the old build or the current public live one, the grip's too high anyway. Stamping the throttle there, losing a little of time. Try Spa at some point. Exit of Lake Holm and the S's feel quite strange sometimes. Okay. Oh, I've got Mia just come in, but Mia cam's not working. Yeah, I'm like scared to put throttle down early there. Yeah, I'll try Spa after this. Ooh, big snap. Fifth in the world, guys. Insane. Absolutely insane. We are statistically top 5 quickest driver on planet Earth. GB just got cracked. Just built different, chat. Right, let's try and do it nice and smooth again. That was better. Gained a 10th just from going that smoothly. Bye-bye, 3/10. Alright, let's try Spa. And then I want to see... well, I'll keep doing tracks that you guys want me to do. But also, I want to test it versus... with AI, but so that we can test tyre temperatures as well. So, Belgium. Cool, let's do this. 45 to 90 degree turn-ins still look like Need for Speed Mario Kart. Yeah, that's the very responsive front end and the amount of grip we've got. It's still very high. So first impression, guys, just to be clear, it is better. Yes, it's an improvement. It's definitely not perfect. I think it's fair to say. Barry's got the fastest time. Cool. Right, let's... what are you saying, Chanaka at Lecom? Exit Lecom, the S's feel quite strange. Okay. Oh, bus stop feels different. Bad exit though. Do any lobbies today? No, we won't be. We'll be testing the new handling today. I was going to do driver career, guys. That was the plan initially, but like I said, we got given this today, so... Okay, that's what you mean. I don't know what's causing it to feel weird, like that. Yeah, like it is the mid to high speed. It does feel strange. But part of it is also me adjusting. It definitely feels different to the last build. Handling's better, yeah, guys, but oh god, it definitely needs more feedback and more work. I'd like to see how this translates to 100% race distance now, because if it's this sensitive low fuel, then I hope it's not going to be the same high fuel. Better or worse? Better, Hayden, I would say. But I mean, it's not a big improvement. Doesn't feel like it at the moment. It feels weird at mid to high speed at the moment, but part of that will be also me. It doesn't seem any better. Well, it's probably me not making it look any better. That's why. Because I'm trying to push it through the corners like I would on the previous handling, where you could just abuse the amount of turning you can get. And obviously, this is saying no. But you can feel it's got too much grip. Like, I should have lost the car at Les Combes. I could feel the rear going. And I just kind of stayed planted and it was okay. Everyone's still comfortable flat. And that was even with the poor entry. On the grass. I like the other handling. You haven't played this, have you? Gotta play it first. But Alex said it was almost perfect. Yeah. Alex doing what he does best and just catching smoke. Fro saying F124's save might have been just a touch of an exaggeration. Hello, Drift. Looks the exact same as pre-patch. It's not. It's definitely not. It's not the exact same. We ran through a list of changes as well, which I'll show you guys again. But there are... I literally have a list of changes that EA have sent across that we were allowed to share. Oh my god. Hayden, have you played yet, mate? You should play it for F2, dude. All right. %, still too much grip. That's the first initial feeling. There's definitely too much grip. Because like, look at some of the turning. This is a track where I'd love to see an onboard of an F1 car IRL as well. I want to see how they take Pooh on. Surely they lift, right? Is the new handling out? No. Pinned at the top of chat. Skill issue. Part of it will be a skill issue, to be fair. It does. To me, it feels very different, though. Not necessarily good different. Again, these are first impressions. Brakes are... Tyres are locking up easier. Let me get that list up again. Is there a reason for that? What's causing that? Fixed tyre model response. ABS traction control and gamepad controls tuned to suit the new tyre model. Yeah, that's not going to apply. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Try up the brake bias slightly. Or I'm just braking too late. Are the mid-corner slides sorted? Mid-corner slides. I don't remember that being as... I don't know. I'm sliding everywhere, so sure, yes or no, whichever works. When do we get the handling? Not sure yet. Can't confirm. Yeah. I thought on paper it might feel a bit better under low speed corners, but to be honest, I feel like I'm struggling just as much as I was before. Wait. There's no way that was actually outside of track limits, was it? Bruh. This invalidated? I mean, you don't want to be here anyway. You're clearly losing time getting beached on this curb. But how is that a validation? How... It should be anywhere on any track where there's gravel. Track limit shouldn't be a thing, right? I think we can all agree that makes sense. That should not be an invalidation. Okay, very good. Don't get on that curb. That's what I'm saying about these track limits, yeah. Pool one as well has been broken. I mean, I remember getting a penalty in a 25% race we did, and I was like, I paused it and I was not even outside the white line. When did this come out? Is 24 any good? Compared to 23? Certainly handling wise, it's a downgrade at the moment. It's a work in progress, but at the end of the day, the game is out now, so you know, might be a work in progress, but it's released. So in current form, 23 handling's better. 22 handling? I mean, look, I might be biased. I hate 22. 22's the worst handling game I've played, bar none. Still, I think. But yeah, this feels weird at the moment. Does feel weird. Wait, did Alex say he prefers it to 23? Ah, no chance. I wouldn't say F1 23 is perfect though. I've seen a lot of opinions about people going on about F1 23 being amazing, blah blah blah. I remember listening to, like, for example, esports drivers spending most of the year complaining about the drifting and that kind of meta, which was silly. Definitely don't need to. Oh my god. Oh, there he is. Speaking of the devil, Alex, you think this is better? This is better than 23? Wait, what do you say? I'm going to go ahead and ask you to repeat everything you've said over the last hour. Brilliant. Well, I'm still getting to grips with it, mate. It feels very, very strange mid to high speeds. Like, the steering feels... I don't know whether more sensitive is the right word, but I just did Silverstone. I don't know if you drove it at all, but Silverstone is like Magus and Beckett's and Cops as well, to be fair. It feels strange, mate. And not really in a good way. It definitely feels like there's too much grip still. And I can't quite put my finger down to the way the car's cornered. I don't know whether it's weight transfer or what. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it does feel weird. Just say to EA to implement F1 23 handling. Everyone will be happier than ever. I don't want them to do that. Personally. I don't understand, like, when 20... Bro, like... yeah. I'm on everyone's side who's wanting changes to this handling, for sure. But I don't understand when people are talking about 23 as if it's the best ever handling they've ever played in their life. Like, bro, I'm pretty certain a lot of people I heard were complaining about their game's handling for, like, a good amount of the game cycle, and rightfully so. It wasn't a bad game, of course not, but, like, it's just that classic thing where a new game comes out and everyone's like, oh yeah, that one before was incredible. Like, we've just forgotten everything else, all the drifting and stuff in 23. I did enjoy 23, it just, yeah. I just agree that we should be able to move on and improve. That's the main thing. But Alex, I don't agree that this is an improvement on 23 handling at the moment. Not this. I think it definitely can be. This game for sure has potential. But this right now still feels weird to drive. What did you do, by the way? I watched you for a little bit, but did you... What kind of testing did you do? Did you only do time trials? I'm gonna do some stuff against AI to see tyre temperatures, because that's another big thing that I want to check for race distances. I see everyone... I see a lot of people testing time trials, but I want to see what it's like over a Grand Prix on tyres. Joe, about 8 different tracks. Okay. Are you running the same setups as launch? I'm running whatever is the top on the time trials leaderboard, because I'm trying to run the meta setup to, or, you know, a setup that can exploit the handling. I don't want it to feel realistic at the moment. I want it to be as fast as possible, and then we can feel how great or broken it is. But it doesn't matter. The setup shouldn't be, you know, on F122 you could have made a setup that felt planted and optimized and whatever, but then it would have been horrendously slow. End of the day, we want to be trying to set the fastest times as possible to then see how it's possible. It's that, like, it feels so sensitive when you turn in at medium to high speed. We had Shanika Clay in chat, and he was literally just saying it's Silverstone, that's say 30 to 40 degree or something like that. That it feels weird. I mean, that's obviously just me. Oh no, is a rear going there? Like turning is like, yeah, it is very, very sensitive. Who says the setup is fast? Well, I mean, I'm just seeing like Barry doing like a 40.4, which, you know, that seems pretty quick. Because remember, this is first impressions. I'm not going to be able to go into detail and make myself a perfect esports setup. There's, I don't see too much point in doing that. If I run a default setup, then obviously it's just going to feel slow and understeery. Because for me, at the moment, the best test is doing time trial setup from old build versus time trial setup on new build. I think when I saw Yano, I think he was pulling time trial setups from the last game, because obviously we can't see the leaderboard now. I think he was using that. They make them so on edge, but they should be on edge. Hey, Scott! Enjoyed the picture earlier, mate. Welcome whenever, my friends. Because the car is under Syrian 23. Is this the handling mods? This is, so guys, welcome in if you are just tuning in. This is the new handling build that EA have kindly given myself access to show you guys live on stream. This is most likely what will be coming in the upcoming update, but it is a work in progress. We were told to say it's a work in progress, so, you know, there may still be several tweaks made to this version. We don't know, but at the moment, this is where we're at. Yeah, I'm conscious that I keep going in the grass and stuff. I'm just trying to get an idea of the turn, and it feels so sensitive. I'm definitely having to drive it differently to the previous build. And I like that side of it. I like that, you know, we're no longer just going full lock, and it's just, you know, look at the amount of understeer there as the car is refusing to turn now, whereas before the car was like right here. Look, you can just see it understeering loads. Before it would be like actually turning, which is crazy. So that part is an improvement. It's certainly not worse than the previous build. It doesn't feel like it so far. I think I'll do one more lap and then we'll either move on to a new track or we'll jump into like Grand Prix mode or something. No, we won't. Wait, no, we won't. What? Not sure what that's to. Yeah, I don't know if that was a response to me saying work in progress, but I was literally told to say that. Did you try default? No. Default's going to be horrendous. Yeah, it's definitely got too much front end still and too much grip. 100%. I want to test what it's like on a race distance. This guy is just driving setups that weren't even built for this handling and giving his impressions. Brilliant. This guy has also said F124 is saved about an hour after he got access. Alex said default felt better. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try Grand Prix mode. I wanna try with tire pressures now as well, because before we had to run max tire pressures for it to not overheat around pretty much any circuit, I think. But I wanna have a play with that now and see if it makes any difference. I don't think, does it carry setups across? Do we have anything? Do we? Oh, okay. It's remembering my Grand Prix mode, so I'm guessing I've still got my setups. If I can try SRC, that would be probably a quite a good. Wait, should I do Monaco actually? Monaco be a good comparison? Default has understeer, but the vast majority of players use default setup and need understeer to enjoy it. That felt bad before, it feels great now. New handling is here already. So this is the yeah, almost like a preview build that I'm playing now. So this is a sign of what's to come, but it's not out for public release yet. No. So let's try. Let's do 110. I want to try Monaco actually. If I can use the same setup as I used for Quade Series, that would be ideal. Because that should then be a good comparison. I just don't see the point in running default. I need 100% race distance, don't I? Do a short quali? I'll do a short quali actually. Fast forward through one. And I'll check tire pressures. Right. Make sure we turn all this stuff off and ghosting on as well. Get all this off. We don't want this. We're just testing. None of that. We get set up from Roblox. This sounds good. Sounds very good, mate. Sounds very good. Thank you for the raid, by the way, dude. I appreciate it. I don't understand. Why do you not want me to use the same setup? I don't want to compare with the default setup. What do you mean? It makes no sense. I don't want to know what default setup is. I understand the logic, because if I could play side by side right now, default on old build versus default on new build, you can kind of maybe feel some of the changes possibly. But also, why can I not just use the same SLC setup on the old one, which I know how it felt, and then just see how it feels on this new one? Because the handling has changed. Yeah, exactly. So if I use the exact same setup, surely I'll be able to feel the, the car's not going to feel the same, right? So let's have a look and see what it's like. Anyway, I don't know why I'm arguing. There's no point. Let's try this. Let's try it. We should be good. Alex Gillen logic. GB, can I ask what
Not all
the mid-corner
qualifying
understeer is like?
are created equal. From the moment that a driver
I'm not feeling much mid-corner understeer, to be fair.
they want to
I'm
end
just
up
feeling
here in
a
the
very
pit
sensitive front end on turning.
and raring for qualifying at the Monaco Grand Prix.
Bet you carried over setups from F1 20, even though you literally just heard me say SRC, sure. Right. Let's hope that has all carried over. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'll change. I tweaked nothing for Monaco, so I'll tweak nothing for this. Alex, did you lose everything when you changed back to the other build? I know we were told to watch out for that. Why is it doing that? Alex, why are you getting so salty because I'm not using default setup, mate? It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. I feel like Alex GB arguing different things. No, I understand why Alex is yelling at me to use a default setup, but I don't give a shit about a default setup. I want to try with the same... We've just grinded a 100% Monaco Grand Prix for Grade Series. Like, literally what? Like 100 laps or something? With quali and whatever else with the community event and stuff. So why not just slap the same setup on and then see how different it feels?
The report's good. We're looking at a dry session.
Because I completely understand it won't be optimized now. Absolutely. Should we just... Yeah. I'll do a couple runs. I'll do mid-session save right before the timer goes out. Right. Definitely, guys, curbs are still exactly the same. I don't know how you guys feel about curbs. They're obviously fun to just completely abuse at the moment.
We've dropped to P20.
But it's obviously not. It's obviously not realistic. Alex killing rage to Alex killing rage. Accurate. Yeah, curbs don't feel any different. Yeah, it's the same as what I said in the on the time trials tracks. It's way easier to lock up at the moment. I don't know what part of... So these are the changes, guys. These changes here are what's been brought in, which we're allowed to share. Is it the fixed time model response? I don't know why it's easier to lock up, but it feels easier. Again, this is first impressions. I've not played it at all before I gone live, so... It does feel a lot easier to lock up. Let's not do anything about it. Let's just say the update. Oh, that's why you're salty, bro. I'm not going to start shitting on the game because of like a comparison with SRC setups or something. I'm literally just testing a load of stuff. It's fine. But to flip it around, let's also not say that the game is saved and that it's incredible. Because that would also be an L. I'll just flashback that. Because... what brake bias am I on? What brake bias is this? 51, okay. Probably worth notching that up, even though I've just slowed down loads there. From this, it feels like I've got a bit more understeer low speed. Brilliant. Sorry, chat. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. I did up my brake bias slightly. Yeah, you definitely can't just flick the wheel in like you could before and the car just turns. To back is a good comparison for that. Are lockups any better now? It feels like it's easier to lock up at the moment. SLC will update. Yeah. SLC will always update their setups. Yeah, don't worry about the SLC setups. They'll be fine. Second gear, turn 1, I imagine. Yeah, I didn't dislike them before either. Just noticing that I'm locking up more in general. Nice wall bang. Survived that one with a bit of a lockup. It felt slightly better through the hairpin there. I'm gonna do a couple of these though. Yeah, maybe don't break that late. Shows gearing ratios have changed. Yeah. It does say they've adjusted, I believe it's 7th and 8th, or 7th to 8th. I don't know if any of you have been watching Arava's latest videos, but he's been complaining about a load of issues, but he hasn't noticed that his brake and throttle drags at 1 to 2% all the time. I've not seen that.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the grind.
As a total amateur beginner, I started from 23 day 1 launch. I love the way 24 feels, and in fact, I thought it felt way better. Could feel slips, etc. But the pros say it sucks. Finding the balance will take time. That's the thing. Like, not everyone hates 24. Of course not. But I think there is a majority agreement that the handling is not in the right place. Certainly before this patch, and while it's improved now, I'm still getting my first impressions. At the moment, it feels weird to me. But we're going to be trying a lot of different things in this session. Like I said, I want to also... I don't just want to focus on strictly how the car's feeling through handling. I also want to see what effect it's having on the tyres as well, and with overheating, because I hope that it's solved a temperature problem that we had with the tyres. It may not have been exaggerated as much, but like I said, Silverstone was a bad one. They were really overheating there, so it makes it very hard to drive and manage tyres when you've just got constant overheating
Track's
left.
pretty empty right now, lots of space.
How was the new handling? Yeah, we're just finding it out now. Oh, did I not load the session? Oh, max temperature still lowest temps. Yes, that's not going to change. Yeah, so the lower your tire pressures, the higher the temperatures.
We've dropped to P20.
What time's the AI is doing actually? They were doing about a 108 before. Oh my god. Did not mean to do that drift. Cool, that's fine. Lower tire pressure, higher temperatures. Definitely doesn't feel as pinned into back. But again, I know I'm using an old setup. What time's the AI doing? I was doing high 6s, low 7s on the old one. What are these guys doing? Can you apply throttle mid-corner so I can see how bad the understeer mid-corner is?
The qualifying wrapped up. We now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow.
Wow.
Be sure to join us then.
That is a second slower than the time they were doing before on 110. So it's clearly a big change in lap times, which we kind of already knew anyway. But yeah, regardless of setups and whatever I'm doing, and again, AI may not be finalized, but the fact that there's a 1 second difference right there is pretty telling. So 8.9 from the AI, that's obviously very slow. And yeah, like I said before, when I did a few laps of this, like doing like short quali hot lap mode before Creator Series, and yeah, best lap I did was a 7-0, and the best lap I saw that AI did was an 8-0. It turns out Lucas is just using a time trial setup too. It all makes sense now. Yep, very good. Very good. Right. Shall I try Silverstone? I kind of want to do a Silverstone. Nah, screw it. We'll do...
Goodbye for now, then. But we are really...
We'll do like a race start here. I'll put softs on as well. I'll put softs on with max tyre pressures and see if they're overheating.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race.
If we don't want to be stuck near the back for most of the race, you're going to need to push early on. Good luck.
Okay, right, let's put softs on. That's what I started on. Can you still do the full throttle start? Does it still work? Yeah, it still works. Oh, I thought it turned collisions off. Very good. Oh, for God's sake, that's annoying. Awesome. My bad. Supposed to turn those off. You guys arguing or debating about tyre pressures. Brilliant. I'm not getting involved in that one. Just waiting for these guys to clear off, which they should do now. I want to just have a look at my tyres. Let's keep the temps up. Oh my God! What am I seeing, bro? How are the ERS changes? Good question, actually. Let's put on hot lap. Because I think that was the only change, right? I don't think they touched anything else on ERS. I thought it was just tweaking the hot lap mode, which needed doing. Right, so let's have a look. Let's recharge the battery, and then we'll put it into hot lap when we cross the line and see how much it burns in a lap with a recharge as well. What do I use? No, that's fine. Cool. Right, let's have a look.
You can now use DRS. DRS
90% across the line. Hot lap all the way. Temps are currently freezing. Obviously they were cold on the last lap, but I'm just going to keep it in hot lap. Okay, let's recover to that. To 100 even. Should we set to 1? They used 20 in hot lap from the start of the tunnel to the bottom of the hill. Obviously, trying to reach out and drive Monaco is always a challenge. This is Monaco, so appreciate there's a lot of braking. Obviously harvesting more energy, but you can see it's using more now. What I want to know, guys, and this is something I genuinely don't know, is whether the ERS is anything realistic to the real-life cars. Because obviously last year in 23, the level of deployment for ERS, like you could use a lot more of your battery from 100%, then it took way longer to recharge it. So it's almost like you had like way more storage, but then the recharge rate was much worse. The ERS is more realistic than 23 was, okay. Yeah, hot lap is definitely doing a lot more now because it was similar to medium. It was very similar to medium. And we'll switch to medium next lap. I'll have a look at my tyre temps and stuff. I still think they're cold, guys. Which, if true... Well, like I said, I want to test Silverstone as well for tyre temps. But yeah, geez, look at my tyres. Look at my temps, guys. Wait. Oh, my God. Brilliant. Very good. Why is my wheel bugging? Bro, too many things to check, man. Why is this bugging? What's it doing? It's been like this forever. No wonder, guys. I was looking at my tyres thinking like they're freezing. They're on like freaking 70 degrees. It's because my wheel's frozen. That explains why one of you guys was saying I'm stuck in the 7th gear. Okay, work please. No? Okay, cool. Just no screen now. Oh, hang on. I know why. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, chat. Let me sync this up. Where are you, SimHub? Oh, it says it's running. Great. Don't know them. Connected. Connect, damn it. I don't know why it's not working. Oh well. I have to use the in-game instead. Well, the rears are fine there. I mean, by using the same setup, it's understeering more at low speed. And that's a good thing. Right. Yeah, temps are fine at the moment. Silverstone is going to be the next one to test. If there's anything you guys want me to specifically test as well, fire them at me. I'm all ears. We're going to be having a look at lots of different conditions, tracks. I'm happy to do another AI race to check tyres. And I'd also like to check wet weather as well. I'm expecting wet weather to feel pretty similar, to be fair, though, if the grip and front end still feels as strong as it is. This is definitely an improvement, though. It feels better. It feels better than the old build, but I thought it would be, I don't know, maybe just a bit more understeery and just I just thought I'd feel a bit more different to the old one. Still feels quite similar in certain areas. Yeah, exactly, Seb. That's what I'm, like, everyone's doing time trials, yeah. That's why I didn't want to do time trials as much. I want to try and do some other modes. What's tyre wear saying? Fuel's definitely draining. Rears are getting cooked. That's my wheel spin. Obviously, we spun it round earlier in the race.
We've got
so
more than 50 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh my god. Let's do an actual race run of Silverstone. I want to do a race run of Silverstone. And I'll try and just keep it smooth. What's a good track to learn on the wheel for the first time? Austria. Austria is a very easy track to learn. Dino says Spa and wet. Okay, we'll do Spa and wet. We'll do Silverstone first, and then we can do like maybe wet Spa or something. I did do Austria time trials earlier, and yeah, it's still like a lot of the same. Like in time trials, sector 2 was pretty much all flat, and penultimate corner was flat. So that's kind of how you can tell there's a bit too much grip still and too much front end. So again, while we're kind of loading this one up, these are the changes, guys. The actual changes to this patch are right there on your screen. That's what's been changed. That's what we're kind of trying to look for in this feedback. But I will say, first impressions of mid to high speed corners is I'm not quite sure how I feel about it on entry. I'm not a massive fan of it at the moment. Just the fact that it doesn't take much wheel input to kind of make the front end and car really sensitive. I know you don't like the default setups, but I think it would be interesting to see you start a default, then adjust to make it feel good and see where you can get. Don't worry about times, just make it feel good. Yeah, but so this is the whole point, though. This is what I was trying to say to Alex earlier, and we said this to Alex before, because I know Alex was talking about the setup that he made before and whatever. But you can go to pretty much any F1 game. You can go to F1 22 and make a stable understeery setup that feels great, but it's ass. It's like 2 seconds off the pace. Like, what's the point? Because that's not how you're going to drive. You're going to drive for the optimum speed. Like, I don't see the point in it. What I'm getting at is, like, we could make it feel great. We literally, I'm certain we could find a setup that genuinely makes this feel so fun to drive, but it'll be like 2 seconds slower. So why would you use that? It would just be really understeery. And that's obvious, because obviously at the moment there's too much front end, there's too much grip. So then therefore, if you made it more natural, then you'd have less grip and less front end. So you'd be slower. But you also aren't going to race time trial setups in a 70-lap race, so surely there's a happy medium. No, but you're gonna race a fast setup in the race. You're not gonna race a really stable understeery setup in the race. You're not gonna use that at any point, because it's that much slower. That was what I was trying to get at. That's why I don't see the point in using defaults and making my own setup when I don't know how to make a quick setup at the moment, and neither does Alex either. It's just making a stable, comfortable setup, which is slower. Still eat this and go Silverstone. So yeah, those are the changes, guys, on your screen. That's what that's sent from EA. Let's load up Silverstone, because I know that I had a lot of problem with left side tires overheating on this. I don't know if you guys disagree with my logic on the setup stuff. I'm open to hear different opinions too, but that's just the way I feel about it. Like, I don't see the point in running default. I'd rather run a baseline setup that I know was decent pace, on the last build, and just try it now, see how it feels. Exactly, what Nigel said, a 50-50 wing setup can feel great, but it's slow, yeah. Like, there is no logic in trying to find a setup that makes the car feel great, because you will find one. I will tell you guys right now, you will 100% find a setup in this game that makes the car feel great to drive. But then you'll be miles off the pace and it'll feel really slow. So, like, no one's going to do that. People are going to go for the fastest setup, right? So, straight 100% race, no quality, nothing else, just straight into it. Everything off, we just want to go straight into the race. We'll keep the AI on 110 for now. But ideally, we just want to kind of drive relatively smooth. Okay, looks good to me. Does the game feel better? It feels so far like an improvement on the previous handling, yes. Would I say it's where we want to be at the moment? First impression is probably not, but that's what we're testing. Should I just do match fuel? 58, by the way, is crazy. 6 laps over. I'm going to do that, actually. Screw it. Was that maximum fuel? That was. The game's saying maximum fuel for Silverstone. That's wild. Jesus. This must be a heavy fuel burner, then. Okay. Right, let's try this. Let me just check the tyre pressures. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like I said before, it's pretty much max pressures on most circuits. Right, we struggled at Silverstone in time trials here, guys, because of the sensitivity on mid to high speed corners, so keen to see what it's like in race trim. It should, I'm expecting a lot less sensitivity, given number one, we're not using a time trial setup, true, but also we are running a much heavier car with the fuel. Walker with a 14-month resub. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. I actually don't have my activity feed up at the moment, which is quite bad. I don't know where it's gone, but thank you, mate. Appreciate the follows as well. Overall, is it better? Yes. Is it perfect? Definitely not. I use hot lap. I don't know. Go straight to the temperatures in a second. I'm trying to drive smoothly, but with the high speed corners, I don't feel that easy to do it.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Well, that rear left's at 100 degrees. Seems too hot to me. I don't know. Badger, is that, or Seb, is that too hot? I don't know. Very tight temps? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, thanks, Walker, mate. Appreciate it, dude. I will check activity feed as well. I hope I haven't missed anyone else. Indy saying F1 car should have grip. Yeah, of course, an F1 car should have loads of grip for sure, but obviously there is a limit. I don't know if you've driven on this game, but it does feel like it's got too much grip. Optimal is 85, 95. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see where it gets to. I can see it's still going higher. What? Someone just retired already? What have I just seen? I don't know what it was last time, because, like I said, when I did this with Ben, Razin, and Jake, I think we started on mediums, or was it? No, maybe it was softs, actually. I know we were overheating the whole race. So if tyres stay like this, that is a good sign. That's a very good sign. That means for the longer race distances, it should be better on tyre wear and temperatures. Can you still full lock every corner? No, you can't full lock now. I'll full lock here. Look at that. See how much speed you lose? That's what happens when you full lock at cops. Yeah, you can see it's that initial turn here is huge. Bam, and then it just turns it straight into understeer, and you lose all. It scrubs off all the speed. Yeah, this is max tire pressures. Yeah. So guys, if you are tuning in, we're looking at this is the new handling build as we know it so far, work in progress. But we are also testing how the tyres are behaving. Interesting to see the AI times as well. We just saw Monaco. They're about a second a lap slower than what they were before.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
I don't know why my wheel isn't working, by the way. I know it looks weird. But why is that happened last lap? What's going on? Why do they keep pulling up at Vale? Is there something? Am I missing something? Your screen's broken? Yeah. I don't know why. Don't care about that now. There's a lot of mistakes creeping in from the drivers around us. Ben, I saw you get dusted by Tom today, mate. I need to step the game up. Sorry, absolutely destroyed you at Imola. Definitely nothing to do with the penalty. Oh, we need to try hot lap as well, don't we? Let's just leave it in hot lap for a bit and see how quickly it drains. Oh, it's understeering. Oh my god! Yeah, it's so sensitive, bro, on the initial turn. There have been very few AI mistakes in recent races. Yeah, I agree. I would welcome AI mistakes. I don't think we've ever had them, have we, in F1 franchise history? Certainly not a game that I've played that I remember AI making mistakes. Okay, they keep doing this every corner now. What's going on? AI keep bidding it a Vale. What am I seeing? So let's go back to temp. Sorry, I should have stayed on them. Hopefully they're not going up higher and higher. Setup actually feels pretty decent though. Honestly, setup feels good. 4.6%. Yeah, they are going up. They're slowly rising. They're going up like 1 or 2 degrees a lap. Yeah, sure, mate. That's fine. I'll do Qatar, and we'll do wet Spa as well. Are the track bumps still really harsh? It looks like that's still the same here. Yes, because I did go through turn 1 in time trials, and it lost me time. But yeah, I am using an SRC setup, guys, which of course will not be optimized for this update, so could be a potential reason for part of the snappiness, but Shanika Clay was also in chat saying he had the same thing, so they're quick with the patch, yeah, and you know, I gotta compliment them as well. You know, they're listening to all sides. They listen to feedback. Things are happening. Staying around 108 now. If it stays like this, that's a lot better than it used to be. I need to get off hot lap now, but there you go. Battery's already drained. So again, hot lap is clearly now acting. I'm assuming acting as it should do. It's certainly using a lot more battery. So we now have 4 very different ERS modes versus before, where hot lap seemed to just be similar to medium. Yeah, you've definitely got to be more gentle on the wheel input. I've actually increased mine to 400 from the first number of laps that we did because I felt like it was too sensitive. But I'm sure you can still go lower. Just need a bit more time with this. All right. $13 on the left. The tyre wear is a little bit more normal as well there. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with what we've done. I love that there's a Ferrari driving miles behind. Who is that? Who is that? He's bottled it. Oh, brilliant. It's not a Ferrari. It's Magnussen, still at a red house. Need to change it to white, don't they? Right, guys, what should we do next? Should we do wet Spa? Do wet Spa as the next test? Oh, Shanika says, can you do a quick 100% race at Singapore too? Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll just bang the whole thing out. All good. Yeah, wet Spa will be cool. I definitely don't have a setup for wet Spa, so what I'll do is I'll use a default, I guess, with high downforce. Should we try and drive online and then be like a second a lap slower than everyone? What's the verdict? So at the moment, it's an improvement on the previous build. It feels very sensitive mid to high speed corners. We're kind of testing lots of different conditions at the moment. Tyre temperatures just in at Silverstone, which before was overheating, seemed a lot better, as did tyre wear. But we still need... Yeah, it's not there yet. We still need... The car's still got too much front end. The way the weight transfers is a bit weird. And it feels like it's got too much grip. Those are the initial impressions so far, at least. We're going to try some wet weather for the first time, and we're going to do Spa as well. Let's do that. Yeah, put a bit of moist Spa on. Let's get it on full wet. Mate, just go 0-50 wing and it'll feel better. The 50-0 ride height as well, right? The backflip meta on 23. Oh my god, we should actually try that. Probably not this stream, but I want to see if you can backflip on this game. Has anyone tried that yet? We need Portimao for that, right? Oh my god, should we try that? I'm actually quite tempted to try that. That'd be jokes. Collisions off for this one as well. Again, we're not really trying to get a race out of it. We're just trying to see what the handling's like, what the tyres are like, all that jazz. Can I do a 100% race? Just as a test? Or should I do quali? I'm going to do a short quali and then put full wet. I need to, speaking of wet, guys, I need to box for wets as well. I'm bursting. I can go fill up my water and then we'll jump straight into this. What's up, Laura? Welcome in. I'd like to see an F1 driver sweat on the game and give realistic comparisons. To be fair, Paolo, Lando's played the game. Max has played the game. Who else has played the game? Zhou Guan Yu has played the game. Who else? F1 drivers have played the game. It's quite a mix of people that play the game at this point. Yeah, I'll go straight into the event, but I need to run to the bathroom, chat. Leclerc, Albon. Oh yeah, of course they did the event in Monaco. That was hilarious, by the way.
Welcome to the behemoth that they.
It was El Rey, wasn't it? El Rey that killed Leclerc in quali.
It's high speed. It is
My
really
teammate.
challenging. We have elevation. We have dramatic corners.
Is it better? So far, first impression is
improvement
improvement on the previous build, yes.
Pole position.
It's like I said, we're gonna do a what setup would be best here? Should we do Should we do like a max downforce? Should we just stick with that? What is that? 50-50. I mean, will it increase downforce?
I'd suggest you take a set of full wets.
Let me go for that, I reckon. AI at China are broken. They're so slow. You're about the previous build? From when I watched Yano and other people race it didn't seem that slow, but I haven't tested it yet. I haven't tried it.
This heavy rain is
AI
forecast
adjustments on the
throughout
cards.
the
Okay,
session.
cool.
Rain to stay with us throughout.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't looked at the AI just sent at Monaco again. We're kind of looking more at handling, of course, but the lap times they did were about a second a lap slower than the ones I saw last week at Monaco, and that's on 110 AI as well. But yeah, obviously, appreciate that might be tweaked. Okay, chat. What tyre presses is this setup as well? What are we running? Don't know whether I should keep this or not, but I guess I'll run with it. Can I see all F1 fan zones of the new handling model? Brilliant, Tom. Right, guys, give me 1 second. All right, I'll be right back, and then we'll do a quality lap in the wet, and then we'll try a race as well. I'm not expecting there to be too much different on this because I feel like there's still too much grip, and the front end is still a bit too responsive. That's my initial feedback, so I can't imagine it's going to be much different in the wet. But let's see. We're going to try a whole host of things. So while I'm gone, have a think about what you want to see as well, and then let me know. We'll run through a lot of stuff. How much time have I got? I've probably still got like a couple hours, so plenty of time. Right, be right back.
The car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button, and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Sorry, chat. Oh, we got the cat in here. She's looking over. We've got no Mia cam today, though, guys. It's not working properly. Oh, we've got all sorts of tech issues today. It's weird. I also can't see my activity feed, so let me get that up, because I'll probably miss about 1,000 things, as always. 2 seconds, chat. We're gonna end up hearing myself. Right, where's my activity feed? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Wife out, Marcus. Hello. Ad check, Johnny. Embrace, Webson. Hey, so many of you guys smashing the follow button. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, golf. Walker as well. Legends with the resales. Appreciate it, guys. Let's try some full wet conditions then. Got loads of time on the clock, so we're gonna take it to the end of the session. Is this like an early update for content creators or the current handling? I'm definitely not updated. No. So there's only a few people plus, like, I guess the esports drivers that have their hands on it at the moment. I'm one of the fortunate ones. So again, big thanks to EA for kind of allowing me to not just play it, but also showcase it to you guys early and give my first impressions. This will drop soon. We can't kind of confirm the date yet, but this update should be coming. Okay, this is a work in progress, so there may be tweaks from what you see now. But yeah, this is where we're at the moment. This is the current handling changes available on this, like, almost like preview version. Yeah, I'm not going to change the setup. I'm just going to keep increased downforce. Oh, no, let's just do maximum downforce. Do 50-50 wings. See how much grip we got.
Recommend taking wet tyres in the current conditions.
Okay. I'll do a lap straight away, why not? You got the rig set up? Nice, Rob, mate. Nice. Good stuff, dude. Do you like the update? I think it's an improvement, but tweaks are still needed. It's a step in the right direction. I thought, yeah, I did feel like there'd be a bit less grip than before, but that size still feels very similar.
Okay, that's P19.
See what this default feels like. Oh my god! I know what I need to do, guys. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try inters. I'm going to go from wets to inters on the same setup. That's what we're going to do. Let's try and do like just a stable lap with minimal mistakes. Okay. But that's the point. So the sensitivity at mid to high speed feels very different. I'll try and pull the steering in a bit more and see what happens. Okay, it's fine. Absolutely fine. Should not have struggled with that. What would you change? It's hard to just say one thing, because like just saying like less grip is fine, but then I don't know what you actually changed to achieve that. Yeah, the car turns too easily, I feel like. Especially in these conditions. Yeah, I want to see inters. Probably going to get that in 7th and lifted less. Yeah, I said it's out delta time on wets, 100%. Definitely not struggling with like lockups or anything. Oh, Jesus.
And we've been pushed down to P20.
Yeah, it feels very, very stable. I feel like I'm sliding anywhere near as much as I should be. First gear, yikes. Right, up to the line. It's a 1:58.59. Okay, back to the pits we go. Should have plenty of time, right? Now we'll try a lap on inters. Before, we were like 2 seconds quicker or something on inters. It was crazy.
With conditions as they are, I'd suggest you take a set of full wets. Right, our best lap so far, 1 minute 59.0.
Alright, see if we can beat that on inters. It's definitely full wet weather. No doubt about it. what they said for controller users and ABS. I can bring the message back up on the screen for what the changes are, which you're allowed to show. I believe the wording was just that they've been tuned. So how that'll feel on controller, I could not possibly answer that, because this is even my first impressions on wheel, so it wouldn't be right of me to try and start guessing on controller. I would naturally assume if it feels like an improvement on wheel, that it should feel like an improvement overall, but yeah, I'm not sure on that. Just realised the hot lap's casually burning battery, but don't think we'll run out anyway, so it's fine. Right. Let's test this grip level.
Okay,
Wait, did I not get a delta?
Tyres are starting to put in decent times. Looks like the conditions are now.
Oh, I
ready
hit
for
the delta.
wets.
Of course I did. We'll find out. We will find out. No problem there
We've
at
been
all.
pushed down to P19, I'm afraid.
Right, lots of battery down the straight. It's an improvement. Definitely feels like I've got a lot of grip. Missed the apex there. I think I did on my wet run there as well. Yeah, grip feels absolutely fine on these. Shame I don't have a delta on my wheel. Default setups feel very stable. Well, certainly this one does. No overheating. Car just losing revs. There's a purple sector 2, so it's obviously going to be an increase on my time. What is it though? Oh my god. 3 seconds? Wow. There you go then, guys. That was on 110 AI. What did 110 AI set on full wet tyres?
The qualifying complete. All that remains is the main event.
We're 3.5 times quicker on
the Grand
Inters.
Prix tomorrow, so make sure you
And that was by
join
no
us
means
there.
a perfect lap. Default setup should be stable, feel stable but slow. Yes, they weren't feeling very stable though. At least from what I tried on the previous build, they felt a little bit all over the place. But that was the first time I've tried it, and that's in the wet, so I need to try it in the dry as well. But yeah, there you go. Inters clearly, if you didn't already know, chat, Inters at the moment are the tyre of choice always. You do not touch wets under any circumstance, because Inters stay in the tyre temperature window. They don't like cool down too much, and yeah, you just get better grip, just quicker. Do we bother doing the race on this, or should we switch to a different track? Should we try Qatar? Should we do Qatar, chat? Because the EA Answers forums has the AI DNFs under awaiting patch. AI DNFs? I don't know what you mean by that. I haven't been in an AI session where they've been DNFing. Alonso looks like my uncle. Your uncle's on Edging then. AI not DNFing on career. Oh, I see. Like engine problems and stuff. Okay, right. Yeah, that's fine. And like, yeah, again, whatever you see from AI, and this is a work in progress. So we're not focusing on the AI, but I'm just using this to check like tire temperatures and tire behavior, because obviously in time trials you can't get any idea of that. I don't really like using time trials too much as a comparison anyway, considering we want to check race conditions as well. Let's do Qatar. Let's do Qatar. That was quality at Spa. I was going to do the race, but actually, I think I've seen all I need to see there. Hey, Cat. Hello. Alright, cat. Right. Got hair all over my gloves. Alright, guys. Yeah, Grand Prix. Qatar. Seb, let me know what you want me to do for like tyre pressures and stuff, mate. Should we jump straight into a race? I don't even know how to drive on this game. Have I even driven? I don't think I've driven Qatar properly on the old handling, so I don't actually know how to abuse this track anyway. I've seen the full lock turn 1 thing that was going around. I know, but we know that we can't do full lock anyway, so. Driver career, AI don't make any mistakes at all, and never DNF, never, but only in driver career mode. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, perhaps that'll be fixed. I'll have to wait and see. Max pressures on the left and minimum pressures on the right. Right, okay. Got you. Anything else? Or just run default setup, but those tire pressures? Or 50-50 wings, or what? That all seems good. Collision's off. Why do they always default it on? Okay, cool. Let's go with this. Max downforce setup. Okay, cool. And then I'll change tire pressure. No worries. Let's try this. Let's give this a shot. Max downforce. And you want to put max on the left. Minimum on the right. Were they overheat? Seb, were they overheating anyway with this on the previous build? Were they? Wait. What race have I selected? Have I not done? Oh, have I done like a 3-lap race or something? Does it matter? Can we still see? 5 lap. Oh yeah, we can still see. Surely. Left side was overheating. Okay, let's try it. Oh, what's up, Leo? Welcome in, mate. Was not paying any attention then. Let's keep an eye on temps. All we want to check here are tyre temps. Oh my god, a lot of them to say that. Right.
I'm
25 on the rear right.
Penalty for that last
Don't
incident,
care
mate.
about penalties. Oh, good. Stop sliding. It would all, okay, anything below 110 is improvement. Okay, got it. What, looks like they're running lower wings, I'm not sure. We're on 99 now.
DRS now enables. DRS
Cool down
enables.
a little bit down the straight. Guys, we will be doing driver career, by the way, at some point very soon. I was supposed to do it tonight, but of course then we got the handling update, and I just wanted to test it. It came out, and I was like, you know what, it'd be cool to go live with you guys and just have a chill one and have a look at the changes. This setup is so understeery. I mean, from a temperature perspective, it looks okay so far. 5 laps should still be a good test of this now. Car's pretty low fuel. Give it time until lap 4 or 5. Okay. Yeah, it's getting warmer. $102. Oh my god. Why do they keep making... They were doing that at Silverstone as well. They're like making random mistakes into some corners.
Good job.
I like
Nice
it if that's a
overtake.
sign of things to come. AI is actually making mistakes. Oops, wrong corner. I still, to this day, have
Keep
never
this up,
really
gonna get disqualified. Be more careful out there.
driven Qatar that much. Still forget what some of the corners are because they just all look the same. Feel good? It feels better, Tom. I think on this default setup, it's absolutely fine. It's just like understeer, but I definitely think it's a step in the right direction. But I would say by no means is it, you know, F1 24 is saved. $103. Yeah, it looks like it's good. It looks like it's good, mate. Because it's dropping back down now to roughly the same. Is it stabilizing at around mid-100? See at the end of this lap. Surprisingly good. Turn! There we go. 102 still. Yeah, tyre temps at the moment, from what we've tested, in the different conditions, Silverstone, Spa, wet, albeit that was qualifying, but also this 5-lap race at Qatar. Tyre temps so far seem good. I'm assuming if you did soft set the start of a 100% race at Qatar, they would probably be complaining. But it doesn't look like there's a serious overheating issue now.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep
Yeah,
your
it's
concentration
definitely
and
progress,
bring
for
it
sure.
home.
Should you download this handling patch, chat, and think that the game is F1 2020 handling and it feels absolutely phenomenal? No. But should you think there's an improvement?
Okay, black flag,
Brilliant.
we're out
Wait,
of the race.
for 8 seconds? Oh, is it because it's just across 5 laps? I don't think I've ever seen someone disqualified for 8 seconds of penalties.
You knew what was coming today. It was always
Anyway,
likely
the
to
tyre
be.
temperatures are clearly not an
And here we are, a team.
issue. 4 pens in 5 laps. Okay, fair enough.
After an event like
I was
that,
just
who
refusing to
knows
lift
what
and
the
just
sport has
understeering
in
wide
store
on
for us
purpose on
next
every
time.
corner. Handling on controller already was okay, but this will help out a lot more. Yeah, it should help out like everything a lot more. It shouldn't be like exclusive to wheel or controller, but again, I can't really say what controller feels like without trying it myself. What's up, Alex? Welcome in, mate. New handling so far, so good. So far, so good in terms of it being an improvement on before, but it feels a lot more sensitive and mid to high speed is kind of the first major takeaway. Too much grip, too much front end. Weight transfer still feels a little bit weird. Yeah. Setups do help significantly on control. They'll help significantly on everything, to be fair. Ben, what are you asking? With the new slip angles, do you think there's a better chance of you slipping into my DMs? I slip into your DMs all the time, mate, but then you take 3 to 5 business days to get back to me, so... I don't think that's going to improve anything, no. With new slip angles, do you reckon it would improve your turnaround times? That's the question. How does the handling feel compared to F123? Very different. I don't. You can't really compare to F123, but F123 felt better at this stage. I didn't like the drift meta in F123, but the thing is that I was never good enough to effectively drift in like time trials and stuff like consistently. So for me, I was never really exploiting that anyway. So yeah, I like the feel of 23. Was it the best F1 game I played? No, but it did feel good. But it doesn't matter anyway. We're past 23 is done. This is 24. I do believe that we've got a good foundation, genuinely, because I know how the handling is made. Like we had a detailed like presentation from the handling designer and everything. They remodeled it from the ground up, and in theory, because the way it can be tweaked and adjusted moving forward should mean that we can find the right kind of, I guess, platform for it to feel good to drive. But at the moment, I would still say it's teething stage. But I certainly like if we're looking outside the handling, there've been a lot of additions to the game and track updates as well, and I like that. It's, yeah. Outside of the handling, I think if the handling was nailed, let's just say we had F1 2020 handling, right, or that level on this plus the changes, I reckon everyone was saying this is a big fat dub. So, what are you doing? You getting up? Oh, very good. I've now got a cat on my lap. Say hi, Mia. Say hi. Say hi. Look. No, look up. Look. Oh, no, she doesn't like that. Sorry. She's not happy about that. She wants to get back up. Right. Guys, anything else we want to check? I feel like maybe I should try one more track that I haven't tried yet. Silverstone was a very good one. Have I missed anything? Will you be doing any career to see what's fixed there? Not now, because this is on handling. So this is purely focusing on handling, guys. Appreciate we obviously had a little look at AI as well. We could see, for example, if you missed the Monaco one, the AI were roughly a second a lap slower, reflecting obviously us being probably around a second a lap slower with the new handling. These times should be slower. It's crazy how quick it is in the current public one, the old one. Thank you, Shan, for the 16-month and late out for the gift, of course. Monaco be very relevant. Yeah, we already did that, Ben. So I did a short quali at Monaco, and the AI were doing, I think it was a 189.77. It was basically a 109, which is, yeah, compared to the times I was seeing last week, that is about 9/10 to a second slower. And it felt a lot more understeery for me from low speed. But then I was using an SRC setup, so, because I wanted to do an SRC setup, the same one that I used at Monaco before, and then try it there and then see, but obviously it's not going to be optimized. Are we done on it? I know it's fairly short. Are we wrapping up there, chat, or is there anything you guys want to see? I think overall I've kind of got what I needed to get on the handling. Yeah, like I said, it's an improvement, but it's a step in the right direction, but it's not it's definitely not perfect yet. So we probably need to feed some more stuff back and have a look at what needs to be tweaked. Is it playable? Yeah, for sure. But for me, the old one was playable too. I mean, if you want proof, like bugs aside, and sure, yeah, ignoring the bugs from a handling perspective. If you watch Creator Series, we did a 100% Monaco race and had a crazy fun race. No one complained about handling problems there. I'm not saying, obviously I know there are problems. I'm not trying to pretend it's all okay. I'm just saying that you can still race and have fun for sure. I think it's more like esports where it's going to be yeah, it's going to need some big changes. Hydrate. Have I got water? Yeah, I do. All right, I got you. What's up, Lando Norris? World champion, apparently. Can you check if Gillen will be mudded? Gillen was in here earlier getting really salty that I wasn't using a default setup for Monaco, Ben. It was great. He was getting really annoyed that I was using an SRC setup, and I was like, but I don't want to use a default. I want to use the same setup as... I know it's a different handling. I know it's not optimized, but I just want to use what felt good for Grade Series. So we did like 100 laps of it. Gillen asking why you're not on 110. To be fair, I was on 110. Oh, dude, by the way, chat, yeah, if you missed it, we did Spa, and Inters, I got, in full wet conditions, I got pole on Inters. So the Inters wet thing is, it's still a thing. You know Gillen will be mudded, he's always mudded. He got that fraudulent P2 after killing Ben. For your bog standard average player like myself, are SRC setups worth it? Again, like, it's down to your situation. Are you going to play the game enough? If you want to play the game enough, you want to improve, you want to get quicker, SRC is a great baseline, yeah. 100%. Get an SRC setup, learn the setups, learn, like, practice your driving, whatever, and then you can start fine-tuning that setup as well to maybe suit your driving style, if you like a bit more oversteer, understeer, etc. Definitely a very good baseline, yeah. Yeah, guys. I think that pretty much wraps it up, honestly. I think I'm pretty much happy to call it there. We tested wet conditions. We tested multiple different tracks. I don't think there's any track that stands out that... Oh, mate, actually, you know what? We could do Imola. Turn 1. Just double check the curbs. I think they're exactly the same, but I know that you can absolutely abuse that curb, so let's try it. And if you're wondering about my wheel, I don't know what's going on my screen. Something's not quite connected right, so... It works in game, that's all that matters, so we're just testing the handling, but for whatever reason it's not quite working properly. GB, can you do Hockenheim? Oh, wait, yeah, no worries, no worries. I'll load up 2019 real quick. Can you try China with AI? I'm not going to test with the AI because the AI may not be finalized. This is for handling, guys. Obviously, curbs could be part of the handling. That's the only reason why I'm... Well, they are part of the handling. It's all about how the car's riding. So let's just try and cut to one. I've actually not done Imola in this game yet. Okay, brilliant. Need to break earlier than that, then, I guess. I've seen people completely dissect that turn 1. Yeah, it's got so much front end. Imola is a fun as hell track even with the current handling, yeah? Is that because you got P1 earlier, mate? Definitely not biased, yeah? If you finished P20 earlier, Tom, would you still love Imola? 2 P1, sorry. How can I forget that? Was there a sprint you guys did or something? I only tuned in towards the end, so I was busy. Brilliant. Go driving the grass. What are your thoughts on the new F1? I would say handling's not been in a good place, has it? But it's hopefully on the way up. Wow, you can take a lot of that second curb. I think looking outside of that and elsewhere in the game, there have been a lot of positive changes to things like tracks, driver career mode, a few other features as well. Driver career mode for me is a massive dub as well. I'm interested to see how it plays out throughout the game cycle, but at the moment, I wanted to stream that tonight. That was the plan until we got our hands on this today. But yeah, I would like to do a lot more driver career. I think that's a really cool new mode. Oh yeah, opinions on Ocon and Perez as well, right? Got a 2-year extension. Right, let's try... this setup is so unnecessary, by the way. I don't know if it's just default. Ben. Bruh. Why can I not cut that frickin' curb? Setup is so understeery. Is it just... probably just default. Yeah. I still think it's exactly the same. I think there's no changes in curb behaviour. At least from what I can tell, guys, it doesn't look like curbs are any different. GB, the new F1... What? What are you on about? The new F1 sim-based F1 game just got teased on Twitter. What are you... What's blood waffling? Oh my god. This is definitely Cap, and then I go to Twitter and there's a... You know, I don't know. He sent me like Tiamat Marduk nudes or something. If I've learnt one thing in my time making content, it's never trust Ben Daly. Done a couple laps around Bahrain and I'm knackered already. Definitely more of a workout than my G29. Turn that force feedback down, Scott. Or turn it up. Maybe that's your new workout. I've not even been keeping an eye on times anyway. Yeah, I think I've kind of seen all I want to see. I think it's a step in the right direction. It generally feels... It feels like I've just got more understeer in general, but of course I've not got any optimal setup, so I don't really want to judge too much on that. It does feel quite sensitive on steering in mid to high speed. Again, maybe setup can mitigate that. I was using a time trial setup earlier that Jarno and whoever else used. Yeah. So overall, changes to put it in the right direction. But we need what feels like less grip in the car. For me personally, I feel like the front end is too responsive, especially in wet conditions. It's just it feels like you've just got so much grip. Yeah, so just say it, GB. It feels ass. I genuinely don't feel. I don't feel like it feels ass. That's my genuine opinion. Just because other people might be saying it, I'm not going to say the same thing. I don't feel like it's in a place where I want it to be yet, for sure. But yeah, I'm also going off of the Monaco race we did at the weekend. I thought that would be an absolute train wreck, that race, not just because of potential like red flag bugs or something, but just because of, you know, the jankiness of the handling and seeing time trials laps around Monaco as well. You guys have seen like Ron Haar putting in like a 5.9 with like the craziest of locks and drifts and all sorts. And I thought, you know what, Monaco's going to be crazy. But actually, it was really fun to drive. So let's see. Yeah, let's see. I'm positive. I just hope that this is like a stepping stone. I hope that work is continuing to be done in the background. This update comes out, more feedback gets given, and you know more changes come in. So, what's my wheel settings? If you want my like feedback settings, I'll show you real quick before we end up. What am I doing? Oh, it's this menu. Yeah, I was like, I swear there's a settings menu. Okay. There we go. That's what settings I'm running now. I actually switched to 400 wheel rotation. Probably should have switched that down for Monaco, but I was running 360 before. I decided to turn it up a bit for this because I felt like it was too sensitive at mid to high speed. Check DM. Ben, see, this is the problem, mate. This is the problem. I know you too well, mate. Guys, you want to see this insane tweet that Ben was talking about? on that note, time to end up, chat. Get me gone. You love this guy? Well, I don't. Get off my screen. Right, who are we raiding? Who are we raiding? This is early for me. Oh, Fabio's live. He's doing his career mode. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, also Lucas. Lucas is doing the updated handling. Is he still? Has he been on for a bit, or is he 2.5 hours? Lucas has got like, bro's dripping with sweat at the moment doing time trial. Look at this. He's dripping. He is sweating.
What? It makes no sense to drive, man.
Well, Lucas is clearly loving it. Should we go raid Lucas? I kind of want to see his thoughts on the handling. That's a copyright strike on YouTube. Oh god! Imagine it actually is as well. Rip. Right, let's go raid Lucas. Let's go raid Lucas. I love my boy Fabio, but I want to hear Lucas's thoughts on handling as well. He's on F122. Lucas Blakely. It wouldn't surprise me. That was Lucas's game. That was his. That was where he dominated. Have you seen the new G-Bucks design in Discord? No, I haven't. Hey, that sounds good though. I'll keep a lookout. Guys, thank you so much for the support as well. I know it was a bit of a weird one today. I just wanted to kind of go live, chill, chat, talk very loosely about the handling of my first impression. So, yeah, like I said, to reiterate, improvement so far on what we previously had, but yeah, what's the right terminology? If it was a piece of homework, I'd give it a C+ room for improvement. that's my verdict. So, yeah, let's see what it's like when it drops. It should be, guys. You should be seeing it soon. And yeah, when am I going to see you guys next? Oh, guys, I might do a build stream. I might do a Fanatec build stream potentially on Thursday. If I don't hate me. I'm just going to see how I feel, because if it's like a ball lake to set up and stuff, and it's, you know, I got to do my green screen and everything. If it's all just a mess, I'll probably just chill by myself and do it. I'll see. Might do that on Thursday. I'm definitely live on Friday. Make sure you guys have signed up for the community event at Canada. That's on Friday. And I am doing Crate Series. I thought I was missing it, but I'm going to Silverstone with Aston on Sunday instead. So I'm free for that. Yeah, should be good. Lots more content planned this week. And we will indeed build that fanny on Thursday, hopefully. I look forward to it. Let's build that fanny. Right, have a good one, guys. See you later in the week. Bye.